Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to our next music reaction. Today we're going to be checking out another new performance by the one and only Diana Ankudinova. So, this, I actually didn't, you guys have told me that she's basically doing performances all the time, regularly on this particular show now. So it's good we get lots of opportunities to see her performing. And this, I believe, is the most recent one. This is The Crow in English. So I'm really curious about this. I'm excited to check it out. The thumbnail has an image of her in like, she's looking pretty stunning. And so if the aesthetic of the thumbnail matches the overall feeling of the song, I think I'm gonna really enjoy this. So I'm looking forward to it. Just a couple quick things before we get into it. First of all, I'm like really allergy-ish and like sneezing like crazy and stuff today, so apologies for that if I got some of that going on. And then second, so you guys may have noticed on my most recent last couple of reactions to her performances, the videos have had to be intensively filtered. This is because they're getting copyright claimed and blocked pretty much every time now. So I'm having to go back in and add additional filters and try and post them again. And the point that it's gotten to is that sometimes I'm able to get it up with a ton of filters, but still copyright claimed, but they allow me to post it, if that makes sense. So it's always kind of a struggle to get the right, I guess, filtered amount so that they consider it acceptable for me to post it. So we'll be trying our best, but just a heads up, and I wanted to explain that in case, you know, I'm sure it's very blurry and you can't really see much, but unfortunately that is what it is. It's their copyright and they can do as they wish. So, but I just wanted to mention it to you guys. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's check out her performance. Here we go. Oh, I'm already so hyped! Look at her! Look at, she looks gorgeous, and the moon back there. Okay. Okay, this is starting exactly like... Ooh. Are they dressed as crows? Crow dancers. Oh my god! That low drop. This is definitely one of the entrancing hypnotic type songs of hers, isn't it? Her voice is just so amazing. That's so powerful when she comes in with this part. Oh god. Okay, so that was her most recent performance, I believe, and The Crow. I'm curious. The audience there seemed really into it and getting involved in like clapping and cheering at particular parts. Usually at the moment when it switched and kind of picked up speed and momentum into the like chorus type part. Is this a song that she is covering that they already know that they're familiar with that just I do not know, say from like the Russian markets, Russian music scene? Because it seemed like they were familiar, and she does a lot of covers. I've seen some of her covers and that I've been familiar with, so I'm just curious if that is the case here as well, and what the original is, if it is. So you guys can let me know about that. But I don't know, guys. I feel like I say this, or I think this pretty much every time, but I think this is one of my favorites. It might actually be my favorite that she's done so far. I don't know. It's something about the combination of, I always talk about how she does such a good job with the presentation and that her vocal performance and her body language, the way she embodies a certain feelings, and the costumes and the staging, and it all sorts of fits together in a pretty like perfect little way, that is also all her own, and that will differentiate it from maybe anybody else's performance of that similar song, especially if it's a cover. And that is certainly the case here, but I feel like that's almost like in some songs that I've seen her do, it's mostly focused on just the vocals and just the visuals, right? And in other songs, it's mostly focused on the vocals and her physical bodily performance. So like there's different combinations, and then sometimes she's used some backup dancers, and other times it's just her completely on stage by herself. And it seems like in this one, she's brought together every single one of those pieces, if that makes sense. So it's the strengths from all of these different sorts of songs and performances all brought together into one here. And kind of seems like a culmination almost. And it's I feel like this is also the perfect sort of style song for her. I mean, the different things that she ends up doing with her voice that are required in this song are perfect for the type of voice and the vocal ability that she has, but also the sort of, nature goddess persona that she has and presentation in all of her pieces is really perfect for this one. And, even more emphasized with the backup dancers costumed and kind of taking on the role of the crows. And, she herself seems to be sort of dressed in a way that ties into them, but is slightly different. First of all, she's all in white, and the darkness only comes from her hair. But it still has that same sort of natural atmospheric feeling, and it almost seems like, I don't know, you could interpret it in different ways. You could interpret it like she is like a spirit of nature, and she's like calling and conferring with the crows, or she's like a more powerful figure in the group and they are going along with her. And I also always talk about how in her performances I find myself getting sort of hypnotized, entranced, and then kind of just swaying along, which of course was definitely happening here too. But the thing that was perfect about this was the dancers were utilized in that exact way. So it was like she was singing at them, and they would be swaying in a particular way based on what she was singing and what she was doing at that moment in time. So they were almost like me in whenever I'm listening to her song. So it's like they also visually represented that feeling of being just completely taken in and entranced by her vocals, and they showed it to us with dancers, which I think was just fantastic. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts. Like I said, right now I feel like this is one of my favorites from her so far. And That's hard because she has a lot of good songs, and you know, maybe it's just that it's fresh and new, so I'm a little biased at the particular moment in time. But yeah, that was great. I loved it. I loved it. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts too. So, and as always, if you have more suggestions for me, whether it be for other songs of hers I should react to or other performers, please just leave them down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.